Hello my friends, in today's video we will take a look at Freewell Anamorphic and Wideangle Lens for DJI Pocket 2 and Osmo Pocket. As you probably know, accessories are a big part of DJI Pocket ecosystem and some of them can significantly increase your creative options. Additional lenses are a good example of that. In this video we will take a look at both of these lenses and also the ND filters that can be used with them to find out whether they are worth getting for your Pocket 2 or Osmo Pocket. The package that I have here includes the Wideangle Lens, Anamorphic Lens, and ND8, 16, 32, and 64 neutral density filters. It will also be possible to only buy the Wideangle Lens with filters or just the Anamorphic Lens with filters. It also comes in a very small transparent magnetic case, so I appreciate that. First, let's take a look at the Anamorphic Lens. The lens itself works just like any other Osmo Pocket or Pocket 2 lens or filter. You just need to place it onto the Pocket 2 lens and the magnets will hold it in place. Regarding the footage that you will get, the Anamorphic Lens does two main things. The first thing is that it squeezes the footage. The result of that is that you will get wider field of view in the horizontal axis. I would say that this is about 19 or 18mm full frame equivalent after the D-squeeze. The second effect of Anamorphic Lens is the horizontal lens flare. You can see this effect in a lot of high-budget movies and TV shows. I think that it looks interesting. This lens is actually quite prone to flare, which was probably the intention. The D-squeeze factor of this lens is quite low at 1.15 times. Pocket 2 already uses an ultra-wide lens, so I wouldn't really want any more than that. De-squeezing the footage is actually extremely easy. You just need to set the height of the footage to 87% and that's it. This obviously means that you will get black bars on the top and the bottom. Regarding the optical quality, I think that it is very good for this type of product. Just looking at the footage, I wouldn't notice any major decrease in the level of detail. The video still looks great in my opinion. Overall, I can say that I like this look a lot and I think that it looks classy. I also prefer this aspect ratio over the usual 1.33 times D-squeeze factor, which is in my opinion an overkill for most consumer devices. As expected, a wide-angle lens provides wider field of view. It is just a little bit narrower than the DJI wide-angle lens, but the difference is hardly noticeable. The optical quality is very similar to the DJI wide-angle lens, which means that it is very good. There is some loss of image quality, but it is still significantly better than GoPro Hero 9, for example. A nice improvement over the DJI lens are the grooves on the sides, which makes the manipulation a bit easier. I think that a wide-angle lens is one of the most important Pocket 2 and Osmo Pocket accessories overall. The main advantage of the Freewell wide-angle lens and also the Anamorphic lens is that you can use them with ND filters. These are also attached magnetically to the inner side of the lens. A big advantage of that is that it puts less strain on the gimbal and it doesn't make the setup any larger. The downside is that the manipulation with these filters is a little bit delicate. The filters work just like any other ND filters, so they cut the amount of light that gets to the sensor. That allows you to decrease the shutter speed and get the right amount of motion blur. Surprisingly, I still don't see any obvious decrease of image quality. This is likely also a result of the placement, which makes the whole construction simpler. I can say that I personally like this system and it surpassed my expectations in terms of the optical qualities. Both lenses also work with the original Osmo Pocket. All of the conclusions about the image quality are basically the same. The Anamorphic lens also has the same effect, but the resulting look is not as dramatic due to the difference in the field of view. Anamorphic lens and wide-angle lens provide distinctively different footage, but some of people may also be deciding between those two. My personal favorite out of these two is the Anamorphic lens. It provides an interesting look, which is still not that common. I also appreciate that Freewell went with 1.15 times ratio, which is in my opinion more suitable for this kind of camera. The wide-angle lens is in my opinion a valid alternative to an action camera for users who don't need the durability of an action camera. Basically, the only disadvantage that I found with these is delicate manipulation with the ND filters. Both lenses are optically very good, and there isn't really any obvious decrease in image quality. Both lenses also significantly increase the creative options of Pocket 2 and Osmo Pocket, so I can highly recommend both. Freewell has also released mist filters for Pocket 2 and Osmo Pocket. These are quite popular nowadays, and I also have some for regular mirrorless cameras, so I will make a separate video about that. So that's it for this video, thank you for watching, I hope that you liked this video and that you have found it to be useful. Stay tuned for more videos and maybe consider subscribing if you don't want to miss my future content. I appreciate your feedback in form of thumbs up or thumbs down. If you would like to ask anything or share your opinion, please do so in the comment section, and see you next time.